Hi Alan, so here's the notes from lesson one. Just keep it really simple to start off with. We talked a lot about club face angle, so the old swings on the left hand side and the new swings on the right hand side. So before you hit any balls, you talked about how you would struggle to keep the ball in the fairway. You wouldn't hit it very far, predominantly with big left to right curvature. Okay, so as you're coming into the ball with a club face that is so significantly open, and you could use the word sort of twisted around its own axis, so you're going to basically increase loft by having it that much, let's just say open, you're going to struggle to get any form of distance from that position there. Excuse me. And then because the club face is so open, that's why you have this movement of, like what you would call an out to in hand path. Okay, so the hands move out in an effort to try and shift the path to the left because the club face is so open. Okay, it's quite a short swing as well. So we move towards the end of the lesson here, where we got you in a position where the left arm was much more deeper, or across your body if you like. So you can see here that the hands sit a little bit behind the shoulder, which works well for you, whereas here they are kind of on top of your shoulder. So you've got the club further back, which again generally we'll just say will give you more distance. The big thing is the position in your left wrist. So you would call this on the left hand side an extended or cupped left wrist, which would lead to an open club face in the downswing if you kind of kept that left wrist extended or cupped. So again, you can see on the right hand side, totally different here. So then when you bring it down in transition, or as you come in to hit the ball, you can see the difference in the club face angle. If I can stop that there. Okay, so again, quite difficult to see on a 2D camera, but if I do this and then I do this, okay, you can see the difference there that you've got. And again, that's just feeling like the bowing of the left wrist, or trying to get the kind of Mizuno logo you had on your glove, rather than it pointing kind of up in the air. It points more at the wall or down at the ground is even the feeling. Okay, and then from that you saw that you would generally then start to hit the ball straight or without curvature, but it may be starting left and then sort of finishing left, so almost like a pull shot. But what we got is we got way more distance, and obviously more control on the ball. And generally, as that club face starts to improve, naturally the path should start to come back to being a little bit more neutral. You can still sort of, kind of like turbocharge it and still feel that the paths, should be feeling as if it's more rightward. We put a couple of sticks down and tried bits and bobs in the lesson, but for now, if you can kind of work along the theory of getting the club at the top of the swing by looking at this flatter left wrist, left arm a little bit more deeper, and a club face angle that kind of matches the left wrist versus the old one here, you can see the difference in these two club face angles, predominantly because of this left wrist extended or cupped position. So really good, and you got some real success from that first lesson. Keep working hard, and I will see you next week. Any questions at all, just let me know.